Hello everyone. So let's look at the top 5 economies of the world. So if we look at the biggest economy, it's everyone knows it's US at 32 trillion, and the fifth one being Japan at 4.4. So here you can clearly see there are these two, China at 20 trillion and US at 32 trillion are the main dominating forces. Okay, and for the rest of the countries also we can see they are not even up to what China is at present. So these three together are less than China. Now let's look at which companies are there in all these economies or all these countries. So first, if you look at Japan, so what I have done is I have taken just the top 5 companies of each country based on the market cap and tried to look at how the PE ratio is, how the market cap is, and how the net profit is. And we'll slowly get into how the whole picture is looking at just for the top 5 companies of each country. So here, if you see Toyota, an automotive company, is at 10.1 P, and the market cap is of 282 billion, and so on and so forth. Like the topmost is Toyota, second is Sony, MUFG, Hitachi, and SoftBank. Now, of these, you can see that SoftBank is having 33.1 P, and the lowest is of Toyota Motors. Okay, then let's look at India. So, India, if you see, the biggest is Reliance, and the fifth one is ICICI. And here, the biggest P ratio is of Bharti Airtel of 31.9 or 32, you can say. And overall, the net profit we have seen over here is from 11.6 billion to 5.3 and 5.7 billion. Then for German companies, SAP is the biggest with 270 billion, and then followed by Siemens, Allianz, Deutsche Telekom, and Mercedes Benz Group. So here also, if you see, the PE of automotive is of 9.3, and the highest P ratio one of Germany is 30 is SAP. Okay, then the Chinese companies. Now here you can see a difference compared to the other companies. The biggest company of China is Tencent, and it has market cap of 375 billion. Okay, so here it has gone up by almost by 500 billion. Okay, the second company is Alibaba, then two banking companies, ICB, Agri Bank of China, and then beverage company. Okay, so these are top 5 companies from China, and the lowest P here, these two are very interesting. So here the banking are at 5.5 and 7.5 PE ratios with such huge market caps. Okay, also if you see net profits, they are also quite good. Okay, then let's look at US. So US, Nvidia is the biggest company with 4.52 trillion, then Alphabet, then Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Now here the P ratios are very interesting. If you see, all are trading above 32, you can say. Nvidia being the biggest at 46, and here there is not much to choose. It's almost same P levels or rest of the companies are trading at. Okay, so if you see, US valuations are comparatively on higher side compared to the other 4 economies. Now let's look at this data in some different way. Okay, so if you see, if you arrange this into descending order based on the market cap, then this top 5 almost is of 18 trillion, and the rest of the companies are less than, very much less than compared to what these 5 are. So the market cap is very skewed, especially for these top 5 companies, and if we compare with the other rest of the world companies. Okay, then if you see the net profit, now here if you see the market cap is, so this total rest of the 20 company makes around 4.5 trillion, which is same as that of Nvidia. Okay, so this total basket of these big companies of all rest of the world is only equal to one company from US, 4.5, and also rest of them are also very big. Okay, now if we look at the net profit, so US has the 5 companies which has net profit. If we add the net profit of all these 5 companies, then it's 432 billion. And you look at the rest of the 20 companies, this is just 307 billion. So these 5 companies based on net profit also are at very high levels compared to the rest of the world, and maybe that is why they are getting the valuations which we see at present. Then if we rank all the companies based on the PE ratio, so here clearly US companies are there, just one company SAP at 37.7, which is second, but then rest it's all US companies over here. So the valuations for US are very high. Here you can say Alphabet at 33 point. So here all these are trailing at very high valuations. Then we have Indian Bharti Airtel and so on and so forth. So this was just food for thought that we can look at these companies